Hello, my name is Christine Bailey. Today I'm going to show you a really simple chocolate chia pudding, which is great for the skin and really good for energising the body and makes an ideal breakfast or a lovely simple chocolate dessert. So what we're going to use today is the chia seeds, and these are really high in omega-3 fats, so that actually is very good for skin health. It's also anti-inflammatory, and they're high in protein, so they contain the amino acids that our body needs to repair and rejuvenate. These are also a great source of soluble fibre, so for those of you that need some extra digestive support or need some help with bowel regularity, then chia seeds every day would be a really good addition. We're going to put those in a blender and we're going to soak those in some coconut water. Now I'm using coconut water because it's actually a really good source of sodium, potassium, calcium and magnesium, a really good electrolyte drink. So for people that are prone to dehydration or forget to drink, then using something like coconut water is an ideal way of improving hydration and great for the skin, great for health generally, for energy and vitality. Now to give this a little bit of flavour, I'm going to add some raw cacao powder, brilliant source of antioxidants and actually one of the best sources of magnesium. It also is a good source of iron too, so great for energy. Magnesium is very important for energy production. A lot of us also do suffer with things like cramping or stiffness in joints or nervous twinges, and magnesium is actually a very, very useful mineral for relaxing the muscles and the nervous system. So I've added probably around about a tablespoon's worth into the chia. And then to give it a bit more of an antioxidant hit, I'm going to add some of the goji berry powder. Now this is now quite readily available. It's freeze-dried and very high in lycopene and also the carotenoids. So for skin health, this is actually a very, very good natural protector, particularly in the summer months. It's almost like an internal SPF factor. So it's really good for protecting the skin. Equally, the carotenoids, the body converts into vitamin A. And vitamin A is not only great for the skin, but it's also important for your mucosal membranes, that's your respiratory tract, and also for the gut healing and for the bowel. So again, vitamin A and the carotenoids, very, very useful antioxidants. Now, to give this a little bit more of a creamy texture, I'm going to add some natural nut butter. I'm actually going to use almond butter today. Very good source of calcium and magnesium and gives it a wonderful creamy texture. So you need probably around about a teaspoon, just a little bit more, a heaped sort of teaspoon's worth of nut butter. You could use any nut butter, just make sure it's unsweetened and doesn't have any extra salt in as well. Tahini, which is sesame seed paste, which is also a really good source of calcium, would be another alternative. And if you want to give it a bit more of a protein hit, so for example after exercise, workouts, and also just to improve skin, because your skin actually needs protein as well, then why not add an extra spoonful of a chocolate protein powder. I'm using a pea protein powder, which is very good for people who are vegans, but also if you're dairy sensitive and you can't tolerate whey, for example, this is an ideal protein powder. And this one actually doesn't have added sweeteners and additives to it, so it's a really good natural pea protein powder. If you want a bit more sweetness, then choose something that isn't really going to upset your blood sugar. One of the best natural sweeteners today is coconut, and you can either get it as a syrup like this, or you can actually get it as almost, it looks a bit like a granulated sugar. It's a low GI sweetener. That means it doesn't raise your blood sugar quickly. So it's not going to promote inflammation in the body in the same way as normal standard sugar would. If you didn't have the coconut syrup, then another alternative would be something like Sweet Freedom, which contains apple and carob, so it's a natural sweetener, and lower in fructose than something like agave and honey, for example. And then really all you need to do is just blend that up. Now you could soak this the night before if you're using it as a sort of breakfast option, and then just blend it up in the morning, or you can just blend it and then keep it in the fridge until you need it. So just blend it until you're breaking up those chia seeds. And what you'll find is that as you blend it, the pudding will thicken, so you end up with really scrummy chocolate mousse. And then all you need to do is spoon that into a glass or a bowl, and you can either eat it straight away or keep it in the fridge, making it ideal, you know, if you're rushed in the mornings for breakfast and you fancy a really healthy, protein-packed, nutritious breakfast option, but equally great as a pudding. So if you like a sort of chocolate fix after your main meal, this would be a really satisfying chocolate dessert. You could then top this with a little bit of natural yogurt or coconut yogurt, and I'm just going to top it with just a few extra goji berries, just to increase the carotenoids and the antioxidants and also the vitamin C, making it a perfect, really nourishing dessert. So there you are, a really simple, highly nutritious chocolate chia pudding. Enjoy.